Once upon a time, high up in the sky, there was a little star who loved to twinkle. She would look at all the other stars around her and feel very sad, because she was much smaller than them, and no one ever noticed her. "Oh, how I wish I could shine on Earth," she said to herself one day. "I'm sure someone there would appreciate my light." Every night when the sun went down and the moon shone brightly, this little star would get even more upset. She would see the world below her, full of children playing and families picnicking under the stars, and she wanted so badly to be one of them. One night, the little star had enough. She couldn't bear the thought of being just another tiny speck in the vast darkness. So she did something crazy. She flew straight out of her constellation and started falling towards Earth. As she fell, she passed by some clouds and heard some children laughing inside them. "What are you doing up there?" she asked them. The clouds parted and the children looked up, startled by the sound of the little star's voice. "We're playing hide and seek," said one of the children. "And you can play with us if you want," added another. The little star was so excited. She had never made any friends before, but as she was about to join them, she suddenly remembered what her mother had told her. "Don't talk to strangers," she said, "and don't let anyone tell you what to do." The little star felt disappointed, but she knew her mother was right, so she waved goodbye to the children and continued her fall towards Earth. She flew past shooting stars and planets and comets, and none of them paid any attention to her. They were all too busy with their own lives. The little star felt very lonely and she started to miss her home. She wished she had never left. But then she saw something that made her stop. It was a beautiful blue planet with lots of water and green land. It looked so peaceful and welcoming, and the little star knew that this was Earth. She had almost reached the planet when she heard a loud crack. She turned around and saw a big asteroid hurtling towards her. The little star was terrified. She didn't know what to do. She tried to fly away, but the asteroid was too fast. She tried to hide, but there was nowhere to go. She closed her eyes and waited for the impact, but it never came. When she opened her eyes, she saw a huge, beautiful butterfly blocking the asteroid's path. The butterfly was bigger than anything the little star had ever seen before. It was like a giant rainbow made of pure light, and it was protecting her from harm. "Thank you," said the little star. "Why did you help me?" The butterfly smiled and said, "Because I knew you were kind enough to help others. That's why I didn't hesitate to help you. You remind me of my younger self, always willing to help those in need, even strangers. I hope you find someone who appreciates your light." And with that, the butterfly disappeared. The little star felt grateful for the butterfly's help. She had never realized that being kind to others could come back to help her. She had always thought that only the biggest and brightest stars got to shine on Earth. But maybe she was wrong. Maybe she could be the one to prove it. So she flew towards the planet with even more determination. As she approached, she saw a young girl sitting on a rock crying. The little star flew closer and asked her, "Why are you sad?" The girl looked up and saw the little star for the first time. "I lost my balloon," she said. "It floated away into the sky and now I'll never see it again." The little star felt sorry for the girl. She knew how it felt to lose something important. She had lost her way home when she left her constellation, and she had almost lost her life when the asteroid hit her. "Don't cry," said the little star. "I'll help you find your balloon." The girl and the little star looked up into the sky, but the balloon was nowhere to be seen. Then the little star had an idea. She flew up higher and higher until she could see the entire planet below her, and there it was, floating above a tall building. "I see it," she shouted. "I see your balloon." The little star flew as fast as she could towards the balloon. The girl ran after her, waving her arms. "Thank you," she shouted. "You found it." The little star landed on the rock, and the girl hugged her tightly. "I've never seen a star this small before," she said. "Are you a shooting star?" The little star laughed and said, "No, I'm not. I'm just a little star who wanted to shine on Earth." The girl smiled and said, "Well, you certainly did that. You helped me find my balloon, and now I'm the happiest girl in the world." The little star felt good about herself. She had never felt so happy before. She had proven to herself that she could be brave, that she could be kind, and that she could make a difference. As the sun began to rise, the little star knew it was time to go home. She had learned that shining on Earth wasn't about being the biggest or the brightest star. It was about being the kindest and most helpful, and she was perfect at that. She flew back to her constellation and saw her mother waiting for her. "Where have you been?" she asked. "I've been looking everywhere for you." The little star hugged her mother and said, "I just needed to find myself." Her mother was worried, but she was also proud. She could tell that her daughter had grown from her adventure. "I'm glad you're home," she said, "but remember, no matter where you go, you're always loved." The little star smiled and said, "I know, Mom, and I love you too." Then she flew back to her place in the constellation and started to twinkle. She was the same little star who had gone on an adventure, but she was also a little different. She was braver, kinder, and more confident. She had learned that even the smallest star can make a big difference, and that being yourself is the best thing you can do. From that day on, the little star shone on Earth every night. She helped people in need and made new friends along the way. And even though she was still a little star, she knew she was making the world a better place. The end.